this half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, we call that protection lookout. Like the O-line yelling back at the quarterback, look out! Because they have no answer right now with back-to-back sacks by the defense. They've got this crew offensively guessing.
On fourth down, Hurts. And they got home, sacked him on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. From the gun, Goff. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Bates' kick is up and good. And they're on the board. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Craig Reynolds to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. St. Brown's got it, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They go play action with Goff. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Able to find Gainwell. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Saquon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
Now that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And the Lions take over just shy of the 40. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. Exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 43. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Running back sent in motion. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Second down now, 7 to go. From the pistol, Hurts. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising, quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Oh, stiff arm. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, a run with Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. He's back to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Goff on 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out in the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
Running on second with Montgomery. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Back to throw it. He puts some power on a deep one left. This is caught inside the 15. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions holding on to a field goal lead. Handoff running right, Montgomery. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Here he is to throw. Into the hands of Gibbs. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is.